Greetings. I am James Zakos, Professor and Chair of Earth and Planetary Sciences. On behalf of the EPS faculty and staff, it's my pleasure to welcome you, our graduates, family, and friends to the 2020 EPS commencement. Today's ceremony is a special, if not unique, event. EPS has a long tradition of honoring its graduates, a tradition that reflects on the close-knit relationship of the EPS community. This year, with the COVID crisis and closing of campus, the faculty and staff felt that it was especially critical to continue the tradition and honor our graduates and their families, even if virtually. So we are excited to be here and thrilled that you could join. I'd like to start by providing a brief overview of the EPS program. The department is comprised of 23 faculty, more than a dozen research scientists and postdocs, and 50 graduate students. Our scientific expertise and research is diverse, spanning areas such as Earth history and evolution, climate and environmental dynamics, hydrology and glaciology, landscape evolution, tectonics and seismology, and planetary sciences. In terms of our scientific impact in these areas, we rank among the leading programs worldwide, with many of our faculty and researchers internationally recognized for their cutting-edge contributions. By any measure, EPS is among the best programs in the nation, having been ranked in the top 10 nationally by the NRC and US News and World Report. In other words, the Earth and Planetary Sciences Department here at UCSC rocks. We've been able to achieve this success in research while also sustaining an uncommon commitment to educating nearly 200 Earth and environmental science majors, one of the largest undergraduate programs in the country. Many of those students, including those graduating today, have had the opportunity to participate and contribute to our research programs, including the opportunity to present and publish advanced research papers. Indeed, a large number of the students here today have produced senior theses as part of their graduation requirements, and a large number have achieved high honors in the major, additional achievements we are all proud of. So thank you for your contributions to EPS, and congratulations to all of you on successfully reaching this stage of your careers. We will begin the commencement with two speeches, the first from an alumnus selected by the faculty, and the second from a graduating senior selected by the students. We will then present graduation certificates and awards, followed by the always popular student slideshow. And after the ceremony is completed, we also invite you to meet with us via faculty Zoom hours. Now, this replaces reception we would normally hold in the atrium where students can meet with faculty, introduce family members. So we hope you take advantage of those Zoom hours to meet with the faculty. We would certainly like to meet with you. Thank you. It's an honor and privilege to introduce our alumnus speaker, Dr. Judith Parrish, professor in the Department of Geological Sciences, the University of Idaho. Dr. Parrish is a dedicated banana slug, having received each of her degrees at UCSC. She started in biology, where she earned a BA in 1972, and then continued on earning an MA by 1976, conducting research on elephant seals for her master's thesis. She then switched over to earth sciences, earning a PhD in 1979. Her dissertation focused on the biogeography of benthic marine invertebrates. After graduating, Dr. Parrish moved on to a number of posts, including several academic posts. Her first position in 1978 was as a research associate at the University of Chicago. And then in 1982, she moved on to the USGS as a research geologist, remaining there until 1988, and then taking a position as a professor in the Department of Geosciences at the University of Arizona. While she was at the University of Arizona, she was appointed the Associate Dean of the College of Sciences, and that lasted until 2003, when she was offered the position of Dean at the College of Sciences of the University of Idaho, where she remains today. Dr. Parrish is recognized primarily for her work on the evolution of invertebrates and what they tell us about ancient environments and climates. She has been recognized for this research with numerous awards, including the American Association of Petroleum Geologists Distinguished Lecturer in 1992, a Fellow of Geological Society of America in 1994, and then recognized with the Paleontological Society Distinguished Lecturer Award in 2001, University of Idaho Alumni Association Award for Excellence in 2008, Certificate of Lifetime Achievement, Association of African Women Geoscientists in 2008. And then 2018 was inducted into the UC Santa Cruz Earth and Space Science, Planetary Sciences Alumni Hall of Fame. She also served as the Executive Director of the Geologic Society of America. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Judith Parrish.
Congratulations, you are receiving a degree from one of the best earth science departments in the country. That means, among other things, that you're pretty smart and you have the potential to make the world better. In fact, you probably already have made the world better. Now, because you're smart, you're going to want opportunities to show just how smart you are, and you'll get them. But being smart and knowing a lot doesn't make you a better person, nor does it automatically mean that you'll make the world better. So I'm going to tell you how, right away, you can not only show how smart you are, but also make the world a better place. You actually don't need a UCSC EPS degree to do this, but you will be all the more impressive for doing it because you have that degree. This is what you can do. Listen. Listen even when it hurts to listen. Perhaps especially when it hurts to listen. Now, you may think you're a pretty good listener, and if you really are, congratulations. But one of the hazards of being smart and knowing a lot is that we tend not to listen. We want to jump in. And that is particularly hazardous nowadays, when the value of listening is on the wane. Nobody listens much nowadays, whether they are smart and knowledgeable or not. In fact, listening in the sense I mean listening seems almost to be extinct. We hear, but we hear without curiosity and understanding. And this is particularly sad among scientists who should approach everything with curiosity and a desire to learn. Rather, we hear with prejudice. We hear with the sole purpose of formulating a response. And the result is what we see everywhere in the media and real life, people talking past each other and over each other, and worst, trying to score points off each other, just to show off how smart they are and how much they know, or think they know. I want you to imagine you're at Thanksgiving dinner and a distant cousin is there for the first time. Now imagine this distant cousin expresses skepticism about human influence on climate change. I imagine quite a few of you rolled your eyes. How many of you felt your blood pressure rise or your stomach clench? How many of you are already retorting to the cousin in your minds? If you retort, it's aggressive, and the cousin will try to defend himself, of course. You will listen just long enough for him to say something that you can pounce on. Worse, and this is where our societal discussions have gone all too often today, you will reframe what he said and pounce on that, not on what he actually said. Some see this as a clever tactic in argumentation. You are signaling that you're smarter than the other person. You don't know how to state your own opinion, so I'll state it for you. You can almost always score points that way, but it is a profoundly lazy kind of argumentation and is also profoundly disrespectful. In any case, the cousin probably won't get out another full sentence, and the two of you will be right where all too many discussions on TV, radio, in social media, and in real life seem to end up. You will, in your mind, assign all sorts of other perceived fault to his character, like he voted for Trump, or he is against a woman's right to choose, even if you know none of those. Believe it or not, these things often do not go together. And you, your cousin, and the world will not be better for it, not to mention the rest of the people at the Thanksgiving table. Now imagine you're in the lab and you get an unexpected result. or in the field and make an unexpected discovery. This result does not fit your current working hypothesis. And I would argue that nearly all hypotheses in earth sciences are working hypotheses, but that's another speech. What do? The finding is so odd that you might even be tempted to say, that just can't be. A perfectly human reaction, except that it is. Do you just throw that finding out? If you've got a degree in EPS from UCSC, you'd better well not. First, you check your finding and try to duplicate it in the lab or find other examples in the field. Then you learn as much as you can about this supposed anomaly and eventually examine your hypothesis. You may even revise your hypothesis. Turns out your revised hypothesis works even better. You're even smarter and know even more. Win! Very satisfying. So satisfying that it's easy to forget that being smart and knowing a lot does not make us better people. So let's go back to Thanksgiving dinner and start over. Your cousin expresses skepticism about human influence on climate change. You think to yourself, this can't be. Everyone knows humans have influence on climate change. This is an odd piece of data. This time, though, you hold your tongue a bit longer and ask yourself, I wonder why my cousin thinks this. Instead of retorting, you say, that's interesting. Why are you skeptical? Then you shut up and listen. Really listen. Listen deeply, listen fully, without distracting yourself by formulating responses in your head. Keep asking questions, open-ended questions, not leading ones. Don't try to manipulate your cousin into saying something you can pounce on any more than you would manipulate data. In fact, get the idea of pouncing and showing off how smart and knowledgeable you are out of your mind entirely. You will learn a lot about this cousin. You will learn that he's skeptical for other than scientific reasons. Or maybe there are specific things about the science that concern him. You might even find that he isn't actually all that skeptical, except about statements like the world is going to end in 12 years. And you may, almost certainly will, find a specific point on which you actually do know quite a lot. Making sure you really understand what your cousin was saying, you can approach that point. Don't restate it for him, ask him to repeat it, and answer it as he stated it. That's interesting, but there's another way to look at it, and it's something I do know a bit about. Let me tell you about what I've learned, and go on to do so. When you've made that one point and the person sees what you're talking about, stop there. All you have to do is get the camel's nose under the tent. And because you have treated him and his opinions with respect by really listening, his own mind will do the rest. And you'll have built trust so that as his mind grinds away on the problem, he might ask more. Or not, but at least you'll have tried. You'll have shown that you really do know something, and the rest of the people at the Thanksgiving table will be grateful for the civilized tone. Unless, of course, they've started talking about Trump and Biden, in which case you can at least be satisfied you didn't contribute to the acrimony. That's no small thing. That's making the world better. So to repeat, listen, don't jump to conclusions about what people believe just because you disagree with them. Live the ideal that everyone deserves respect, even those with whom you disagree. In a world in which everything has become political, remain analytical. Understand that even the opinions and actions with which you disagree are still threads in the human tapestry. And remember that a tapestry cannot stay together without both warp and woof. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Judith, for that inspiring speech. The next commencement speaker, selected by the graduating class, is Jeremy Peters. Take it away, Jeremy.
Hey, what's up, everyone? First and foremost, I felt like it was important to acknowledge this moment in the history of our species by stating definitively that Black Lives Matter. Furthermore, as I stand on this stolen land, I feel like it's important to acknowledge that Indigenous lives matter as well. I know these may seem like obvious things, but sometimes it becomes important to verbalize the obvious, and this is one of those times. Black and brown lives matter. We did it, y'all. It was a long journey. Some of us took longer than others, but we all ended up here together. As one of the people that took a bit longer, trust me when I say that the relationships we made here will be far more valuable than the degrees we've earned. I'm so thankful that I was able to be a part of this group, and I'm honored that y'all picked me to stand here and represent us. That's what I intend to do, and I know you guys didn't pick me to stand here and talk, so I'm gonna get into it. Look at the time, oh my, look at the time. Ain't no rewind, still on the grind, trying to find peace in my mind. No need to remind, look at the signs, they say look at the signs. I play like I'm blind and I pay them no mind cause I ain't got the time, got too much on the line and they can't stop to shine. Ha, too old for these nickels and dimes, I leave them behind, they ain't for my kind. Nah, I'm a new type of design, can't be defined, don't even try. Nah, I am the prototype, never before, alright, darkness and light get combined. It's a new sight, like blindness rewinded, I'm trying to get mindless, it's on a decline. That's why these rhymes sometimes need reading between the lines to find this thesis of mine. People get by that just needed a piece of the pie. Finish believing in lies, feeling alive with the reason to try. You can still win if you reach for the sky. You don't need wings if you want to be fly. The time's right. Put that image in your mind sight. No winners in a scrimmage, so envision what you might like. I'm talking about momentum, the mechanism of life's grind. Once you overcome the friction, you can own your own direction. That's why we living loud with nothing to complain about. Just on this mission now to lay it down and bang it out. The game is wild. It used to be about the wins, but now my favorite route's the one that brings the loops and bends. Still in it to win it, but that's independent of what's been intended. I want to see where the end is. I want to be reinvented, man. I tell you, I bet you, they gonna remember the moment we enter. You know the professor. There's nobody better. This flows is inevitable with 74. Let's let them know. Then we could go. Set for the road. Send me the goal. I'm just a kid that's been getting old, but that doesn't mean I've been left in the cold. Still on the road. Incredible. Plutonium sent to explode. Ha! Into the next episode. Step to the throne like it's already sown. Hey mama, look at me grown. It feels so good to be home. And it's so good that we know that we could do more than we could on our own. Together we gon' leave competitors colder than December weather in Canada. Whoa. But it's 2020, and I think we know better now. Line up the science deniers so we can shut them down. Sick and tired of all these liars out here running around, trying to conspire with the higher-ups to dumb us down. We ain't stupid, though, and knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody, you know what I mean. Yet and still it seems that some are too naive, prone to believe, easy to deceive, but listen to me. This air that we breathe is the only thing that's really free, so we can all get what we need. Yeah. So we can all get what we need. Energy for you and me and everything in the 7 seas. Ha! Go read it in my thesis. I'm speaking for species that don't have any speech yet. If you're mad at that, you could go live on Venus, where if the pressure ain't killing you, the heat is. Yeah, 2020, we did it, y'all. Ocean science, earth science. I love y'all. Da Vinci out.
Zachary Allen is receiving a bachelor's in earth science with an environmental geology concentration. Zach will complete our summer field course as his senior capstone. Zach enjoyed the camaraderie among faculty and students during his time in the EPS department. He enjoyed progressing through his major and taking classes and going on field trips with his cohort of peers during his time in the department. Zach's favorite earth science phenomenon, which is near and dear to my own heart, is how integral water is to every earth process, from tectonics to contaminant transport.
Natalie Ayala is receiving a degree in earth science with a concentration in ocean sciences. Natalie has received Dean's honors for the past 4 academic quarters. Natalie says the best part about being an earth sciences major are the geology jokes, and that their favorite phenomenon is plate tectonics.
Ezra Silver Bosworth Ahmet is graduating with a bachelor's degree in earth science with an environmental geology concentration. Ezra has also earned honors in the major, and he is also a double major in environmental studies with a GIS concentration. Ezra completed a senior thesis on groundwater recharge in the Pajaro Valley under supervision of Dr. Andy Fisher. It makes sense his senior thesis was on groundwater, as his favorite earth science phenomenon is stagnation points in groundwater flow nets. One of Ezra's favorite memories is getting stuck in a sinkhole while collecting soil samples. Fortunately, it seems like he's gotten unstuck since. Ezra has plans to work for Esri after college, which is an international supplier of geographic information systems, or GIS software. Gabriel Calderon is receiving a bachelor's degree in earth science, and he earned honors in the major. Gabriel completed the hydrogeology senior capstone with Dr. Andy Fisher and volunteered in the Zimmer Watershed Hydrology Lab Group during his senior year. Given his focus on hydrologic topics during his time in the EPS department, it is not surprising that Gabriel's favorite earth science phenomenon is groundwater pollution and remediation. Congratulations, Gabriel. Chris Cosbrook is graduating with a bachelor's degree in earth science with a geology concentration. Chris completed Summerfield as his senior capstone. He also conducted a full-time hydrologic research field internship in the Zimmer Lab summer 2019. Interestingly enough, Chris's favorite memory of his time in the EPS department is blowing out a tire on the way to New Idria. And as a true earth scientist, Chris's favorite earth science phenomenon is the migration of the Mendocino Triple Junction.
Next up is Benjamin Cohen. Ben is completing his earth science degree. Thus far, he's completed geographic information systems and still hopes to go to Summerfield if possible. His favorite memory at UCSC was all the road trip playlist creations during 109 and the Death Valley field trip. Indeed, those are some fairly protracted drives. His best memories of his time here in the EPS department is all the jargon. The applicability and the use of so many fields of science, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, to describe the world we live in and more accurately. His favorite phenomenon is the Great Unconformity, the base of the Grand Canyon, for instance. And on a personal note, Ben is the first person I've known who has 3D printed a stereo net for use as an instructional tool in structural geology and other classes. So Ben is thanked for providing us with that amazing teaching tool. Our next graduate is Daniel Dowdy. Dowdy is completing his degree in earth science with a geology concentration. He took 189A, Geographic Information Systems, with applications in earth sciences for his capstone. The best part about being an EPS student for him is the great people, amazing educators, and lots of field trips. Next up is Taylor Duncan. She completes her degree in earth science with a planetary concentration. This spring, she took 189A capstone, Geographic Information Systems with applications in earth sciences. Her favorite memory is the 110B final being optional. And her favorite part, or the best part about being an EPS student, is the staff and friends you make along the way. After this, she plans to apply for graduate school. And her favorite processes are planetary formation, accretion, and volcanism. So she will be continuing research and conducting more outgassing experiments on chondrites to understand low-mass planets and icy bodies' secondary atmospheres. Exciting stuff.
Sean Fitzgerald is receiving a degree in earth science with a concentration in environmental geology. He is receiving honors in the major, and he also received Dean's honors all 4 years. His favorite memories are SEDSTRAT field trips and geology puns, and his favorite phenomenon is earthquakes.
Liam Galligan is completing a degree in earth science with an ocean sciences concentration and plans to capstone out with either Earth 189A or 189B this summer. Fingers crossed, Liam.
Logan Grady is graduating with a degree in environmental sciences. His favorite memory is scuba diving in Monterey for the first time, and his favorite phenomenon is marine heat waves. Next, he is planning to attend graduate school at Moss Landing Marine Labs.
Graduate Lauren Holden is receiving her degree in earth science with an environmental geology concentration. Lauren fulfilled her capstone requirement by completing an internship with the California State Parks Natural Resources. In her field geology class, which I instructed, Lauren received the Agent of Erosion Award for climbing and eroding more steep slopes than her peers. She was also infamous for her extreme attention to detail, to which I say bravo. Lauren's least favorite memory occurred during her field geology class when she sent her map board hurtling down the side of a steep hill, then had to climb to the bottom to retrieve it. The worst part of all that was that she did not get the outcrop data she was trying to measure. The best part was that she got an award. Her future plans are to listen to Springtime in the Syncline, an original rap by fellow graduate Jeremy Peters, on repeat, and hopefully find a real job. Lauren's favorite part of being at UCSC has been the people. She says the UCSC Earth Sciences Department had the absolute best professors, TAs, and students she's encountered during her academic career. She will miss being a part of the community. Her favorite geological feature is the so-called Pit of Despair in New Idria, which she would love to describe to you after the ceremony. Big congratulations, Lauren.
Helene Q is graduating with a degree in environmental sciences. Her capstone is the senior seminar on climate change, in which she is studying changes to coastal fog and redwood trees.
Our next graduate is James Lapidus. He is graduating in earth science with a concentration in geology. His capstone is at a minimum 189A, and like many of us, he's hoping to complete that experience with an 89B out in the field this summer. His plans after college: ride more bikes. The best part of being an EPS student was the field trips. And is there anything else, Jay? Yes, Jay likes to ride bikes. So congratulations.
Graduate Xander Levinson is receiving his degree in earth science with a planetary science concentration. He's also an astrophysics minor. Xander fulfilled his capstone requirement by completing the practical geophysics course taught by Professor Emily Brodsky. In his field geology class, which I instructed, Xander received the Inspector Gadget Award for exceptional field preparedness and enviable field equipment. And he also had a reputation for producing the tastiest and best marinated meat-based dinners during our weekend camping trip. Xander's favorite undergraduate memory is the Geodes camping trip in spring 2019. And after graduating, he plans to move to New England to try to weasel his way into post-baccalaureate research at an Ivy League. Knowing Xander, I 100% believe he will make this happen. Xander's favorite part of being an EPS major has been fieldwork and the bonding and camaraderie that comes with it. His favorite cosmological phenomenon is accretion of planetesimals leading to the formation of the early Earth, because, as Xander points out, without it, earth sciences would be a very boring field of study. Congratulations, Xander.
Hongyi Lee majored in earth science, which he earned highest honors, as well as mathematics with a concentration in computational mathematics, where he also earned highest honors. His capstone was climate change science and policy.
Bruno Lopez is receiving a degree in earth sciences. He received the Mark T. McMillan Memorial Prize to support student research. His capstone is a senior thesis with Professor Claudie Beaulieu on sea surface temperature extremes. He says the best part about the major is having the ability to be friendly with all of your professors, since most of the classes are small. And after graduation, he plans to apply for master's and PhD programs in statistics and data science. Christopher Madrigal is receiving a bachelor's degree in earth sciences with an environmental geology concentration. His capstone is a senior seminar on climate change, where he's working on a project involving increases in insect metabolism and its effect on wheat yields. Anthony Mazzini is receiving a degree in environmental sciences. He is graduating with highest honors in the major. His favorite memory is going to In-N-Out Burger with the atmosphere class after visiting the National Weather Service office in Monterey. He says the best part of being an environmental science major was becoming part of a community with all the chill and motivated people who care about the environment. His favorite phenomenon is the Bergeron process.
Maya Montalvo is receiving a bachelor's degree with honors in earth science with a concentration in environmental geology. Maya completed a senior thesis that was focused on tracking the groundwater movement in a coastal wetland in Central California. Her passion in her research was exemplified by being awarded the 2020 Holly Day Barnett Award, which supports students in excellent academic standing who are applying the earth sciences to present-day environmental issues. One of her favorite aspects of being in the EPS community was the healthy dose of humor and sass from faculty during class, though she won't say from who. Maya's plans after college include a USGS internship in Santa Cruz, as well as continuing on to graduate school in the EPS department.
Leah Ray Munoz completed her Earth Science BS. She received her capstone for completing the 2019 Summerfield course. Her favorite memories are spending time outside the campus on field trips. In the future, she plans to find a job also working out in the field, and her favorite parts about the EPS undergraduate major was the community, as well as the field trips and summer field. Her favorite process phenomenon is brine rejection and sea ice, and she wants everyone to know that she was a member of the Balloon Art Brigade at UCSC, and she is also still really good at balloon twisting.
Graduate Anthony Norelli is receiving his degree in Earth Sciences with an environmental geology concentration. He is fulfilling his capstone requirement by completing Earth Sciences 189, which includes instruction on using geographic information system analysis to interpret geologic phenomena, including active tectonics. In his field geology class, which I instructed, Tony received the Mad Hatter Award for creative thinking. That is thinking outside the box, which is an essential science skill. He was also infamous for his toughness, and especially for camping 2 nights in a row without a sleeping bag. Tony's favorite memory is measuring rocks while climbing a steep sandstone section when it was 500 degrees outside, which is not true because I was there. He and his partner, Zach, were just dying, and Tony decided to remove some layers of clothing, earning him a nickname I can't mention here, but perhaps you can ask him about later. After today, Tony plans on taking some time off to travel the world and look at some rocks. His favorite part of being an EPS major has been the friends and professors, because as he says, it's a tight-knit family in this department. Tony's favorite geologic phenomena are submarine canyons, and his tip to all of you is to always remember to bring a sleeping bag when you're camping, because it turns out it gets cold when the sun goes down. Bravo, Tony.
Bethany O'Connor completed her degree in Earth Sciences with a concentration in geology. She has completed the Earth 189A Geographic Information Systems capstone, and she says the best part of being an Earth Science undergraduate is that you get to skip other classes and go to Death Valley, and I can wholeheartedly agree with that.
Carissa Osegura is receiving a degree in Earth Science with a concentration in environmental geology. Carissa is receiving highest honors in the major. Her favorite memory is going to Pinnacles National Park with Andy Fisher during intro geology. Carissa would like to thank all the faculty and staff for creating an amazing community, and after graduation, she plans to work for her county to cope with the local effects of climate change.
Michael Pantoya Coyasso is receiving a bachelor's degree in Earth Science with a planetary concentration. Michael completed the Groundwater Senior Seminar with Andy Fisher for his senior capstone. Michael participated in several teaching assistants apprenticeships with EPS classes, which helped him solidify his understanding for different earth science topics, such as hydrology, California geology, and geologic principles. While not necessarily directly related to EPS, Michael, during his time at UC Santa Cruz, made a program that, based on facial recognition and machine learning, delivers a pizza to your address if it thinks you're sad. Michael plans to focus on advancing his coding and data analysis skills in the next few months before he heads off for grad school.
Graduate Ashley Perilla is receiving her degree in Earth Science and fulfilled her capstone by completing the practical geophysics course taught by Professor Emily Brodsky. In her field geology class, which I instructed, Ashley was given the Yocut Yoda Award for staying calm and working on no matter how difficult the circumstances. And in field geology, this is truly an impressive quality. Ashley's favorite memory of her undergraduate years is exploring the UCSC Upper Campus. She doesn't say what her future plans are, but I hope they include some Earth science because she's good at it. Ashley's favorite part of being an EPS major was having an abundance of support from the department advisors, professors, and peers. And her favorite geological phenomenon is the migration of the Mendocino Triple Junction, which she would love to explain to you after the ceremony. Well done, Ashley. Graduate Marcos F. Perez Rodriguez is receiving his degree in Earth Sciences. He fulfilled his capstone requirement by completing the practical geophysics course taught by Professor Emily Brodsky. And his favorite memory of his undergraduate years is deploying a seismometer during that class in the fall of 2019. Marcos plans to work for a year and then pursue a geophysical graduate program. His favorite part of being an EPS major has been being part of a department that's doing groundbreaking research. I'm not sure if groundbreaking was meant to be a pun, but I'm going to assume it was, so bravo, Marcos. Not surprisingly, his favorite geological phenomenon is earthquake. Marcos would like to dedicate this diploma to his father, Ramon Perez. Good job, Marcos. Graduate Jeremy Peters is receiving his degree in Earth Sciences with an environmental geology concentration, and his capstone experience was an environmental sciences capstone seminar. In his field geology class, which I instructed, Jeremy received the Sir Edmund Hillary Award for his mountain goating prowess and also earned the nickname Notorious QAL. That's an in-joke, if you can ask him about that later. For his geology rapping skills. Jeremy's favorite memory as a major is rapping around the campfire in Eritrea, and he adds that if you ever need a rap about geology, he's your guy. In future, Jeremy intends to continue to spread the good word about science, I'm guessing partly through music. His favorite part of being an EPS major has been having a great community of friends who know that the earth is not flat. His favorite geology subdiscipline is geomorphology, and you should ask him to elaborate about this and perhaps rap you Springtime in the Syncline after the ceremony. Big congratulations, Jeremy.
Our next graduate is Efrain Ruiz. He is completing his degree in Earth Science with an Ocean Science concentration. This quarter, he took 189A, which is the Geographic Information Systems capstone. After school, he wants to become a park ranger, which is great. His favorite part about being an EPS undergraduate is being able to go out in the field, and quite simply, he loves rocks. Our next graduate is Lauren Schenk. She completed her degree in Earth Science with an environmental geology concentration and wrote a paper, Negative Feedback of Arctic Sea Ice Area and Permafrost on Atmospheric Greenhouse Gas Concentrations. And this was completed in the Environmental Sciences 191C capstone. Lauren received the Sir Edmund Hillary Award for vanquishing the Cuestas in Earth 109 in spring 2013. Her favorite memory is fieldwork in Death Valley. And she says the best part of being an EPS graduate student is the camaraderie. Her favorite phenomenon is the unknown, particularly in seismotectonics. And anything else, Lauren did remarkably well during her career here, in spite of being diagnosed with 2 forms of cancer when starting, and finished in remission from both. So congratulations and good health going forward.
Graduate Michael G. Scudder is receiving his degree in Earth Science with a planetary science concentration. His capstone project was a senior thesis with Professor Terence Blackburn entitled geochemical and isotopic evidence for the formation of basal ice in an East Antarctic ice sheet outlet glacier, Taylor Valley, Antarctica. Michael has several favorite memories from his time as an EPS major, including presenting research at the fall 2019 American Geophysical Union meeting, being a field research assistant in Yosemite, and collecting new data from a mass spectrometer. He can't decide which was the most fun. His favorite part of being an EPS major was the opportunity to participate in the frontier of scientific discovery. And his favorite process is alpha recoil. He explains that this phenomenon occurs when uranium decays from isotope 238 to isotope 234 and ejects 2 protons and neutrons, which is the atomic equivalent of firing a cannon. Like a cannon, the 234 uranium is recoiled and often ejected. After graduation, Michael plans to work in sustainable finance at Merrill Lynch. Congratulations, Michael.
Natalie Smith is graduating with a degree in Earth Sciences. Her favorite memory is group office hours for the atmosphere class. Her favorite phenomenon is pine tree terminoid emissions. You should ask her about it. And her plans after graduating are to go into environmental or geologic consulting.
Graduate Emily Smolgovsky is receiving her degree in business management economics with a minor in earth science. After graduation, Emily plans to enjoy her last months in Santa Cruz and look for a job. She enjoyed having a wide range of topics to study in our department, and her favorite part of the earth is the seafloor. Emily says she decided to be an EPS minor late in her academic career and completed the requirement in 1 year. But she wishes she'd found the major sooner and been able to take more classes. Us too, Emily. Congratulations.
Lauren Tolley-Mann is graduating with a bachelor's degree in earth science with an environmental geology concentration. Lauren completed a senior thesis on organic carbon accumulation in estuaries with me, Margaret Zimmer. Lauren also completed a full-time research internship in the Zimmer Lab during summer 2019. Lauren's favorite memory during his time in the EPS department was laying the groundwork for an earth and marine sciences jousting tournament, for which I found evidence of in my lab space one Monday morning last summer. Lauren will continue to work for the USGS in Santa Cruz after graduation.
Graduate Alexandra Tutwiler is receiving a combined earth sciences anthropology degree. Her capstone course was focused on the archaeology of technology, and her senior thesis analyzed the socioeconomic implications of mummification in ancient Egypt. Alexandra plans on attending a graduate program abroad in order to pursue a master's degree in human osteology and funerary archaeology. Her favorite geological process is permineralization, which is largely responsible for the preservation of fossil bones, including dinosaur bones, Alexandra's favorite. Based on an excellent paper she wrote for my vertebrate paleontology course, I would say she also cares deeply about the evolution and locomotion of plesiosaurs, and you can ask her about this later. Well done, Alexandra.
Tyson Van is receiving a degree in environmental sciences with a minor in STEM education. He received the Robert Noyce Teacher Scholarship for STEM students pursuing a teaching career in K-12 education. In his own words, Tyson is notable for breaking the awkward silence in classes with poorly timed jokes. I'll add that sometimes the jokes are also funny. After graduation, he plans to teach science in a high-needs high school, such as Salinas, as well as begin a fencing program at that school.
Our next graduate is Jonathan Wayne. He received an Earth Science BS with a concentration in geology. His capstones were the 2019 summer field, as well as taking a graduate level magnetohydrodynamics course this past quarter, not for the faint of heart. His favorite moment was the Death Valley structural field trip, and he plans to go on to graduate school, followed by starting his own business. Exciting future.
Alex Watson is graduating with an earth science bachelor's degree from EPS, and he earned honors in the major. For his capstone, Alex completed practical geophysics, which is taught by Dr. Emily Brodsky. Alex's favorite memory from his time in the EPS department was going on a geodes camping trip. For those who are unfamiliar, GEODS stands for Geoscientists for Openness and Diversity in the Earth Sciences, and it's a student-run group aimed at promoting diversity and fostering inclusivity in the earth sciences. Alex's favorite earth science process is earthquakes, and he plans to apply for graduate school after college. Emily White is receiving a bachelor's degree in earth science from EPS with a planetary concentration. Emily conducted a senior thesis on lunar mantle composition with Dr. Ian Garrick Bethel. For Emily, one of the best parts about being an EPS major is that over the years, she has collected an endless amount of rock and mineral puns, a fact that she will not take for granted. Congratulations, Emily. Keep rocking it.
Peter Willits is graduating with a degree in earth science with a geology concentration. He's completed the Earth 189A capstone course and still hopes to be able to go out to Summerfield this summer. The best part of being an EPS undergraduate is getting to know your peers and professors on field trips in geologically intriguing areas. His favorite process is metamorphism of oceanic crust during subduction, primarily dehydration and eclogitization. Very specific, and sounds like he wants to do more with this stuff after completing his degree.
Pauline Xie is receiving a degree in earth sciences with a concentration in ocean sciences. Her favorite memory was last year's camping trip with GEODS, which was her first time camping. She says the best part about being an earth sciences major is being able to go into the field with faculty, TAs, and fellow classmates.
Okay, our next graduate is Meng Yu. Merlin, Suns Out, Guns Out Yang. He graduated with a degree in earth science and completed for his capstone both the 2019 summer field as well as the 2020 practical geophysics course. So his favorite UCSC memory was going to the end of Empire Cave, which is reportedly super narrow. The best part about being a student, Merlin says, is definitely the summer field study capstone. Saw many amazing folds and lots of other cool things. And the EPS department gives their students free acid. And I'd appreciate the opportunity to clarify here that this is 10% hydrochloric acid, which is useful for diagnosing whether something has carbonate minerals in it. His favorite phenomenon is the moon formation, and he'd like to say that because most people he knows have already graduated, that he takes really nice landscape photos, which I can attest to. Hema Zuniga completed her earth science degree with a concentration in environmental geology. Her greatest memory are all the hiking trails around campus, and there was always the fact that there was always a new trail to hike to look at some redwoods. Her favorite part of being a EPS undergraduate were all the field trips, especially the field trip to Death Valley and all the creative ways Jeremy would wake us up. Yeah, no comment.
Each year, the department selects outstanding seniors, chosen on the basis of their exceptional academic performance and their rigorous and challenging coursework. This year, there is one recipient from earth science and one recipient from environmental sciences. And the outstanding seniors are Hongyi Li for earth science and Anthony Mazzini for environmental sciences. Congratulations to both Hongyi and Anthony.
Hello, graduates. Congratulations on your accomplishments, your creativity, and your perseverance. Thank you for being part of Earth and Planetary Sciences.
Congratulations, everyone. You did it. Well done. It was quite a year, and you pulled it off, and it was incredibly impressive. So congratulations and best of luck.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It's been a tough year, I know, but you did it. Well done.
Congratulations and good luck.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, everybody, for completing your degrees, and I look forward to hearing about your adventures in Earth and Planetary Sciences in the future.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Thanks for being great students. You make teaching a blast. Rock on.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I hope the camaraderie, love of learning, and sense of adventure that you've experienced here at UCSC will follow you always.
Congratulations on graduating. Best of luck in the future. Go Slugs.
Congratulations, grads. We're also proud of what you've achieved. I wish you luck in your next steps, and I look forward to catching up with you again in the future.
Resilience and being adaptable are two qualities that everyone values. You've displayed both by completing your degree right now, so enjoy this moment, and congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
Woohoo, class of 2020. You did it and you rocked it.
Congratulations, graduates. You picked a wonderful major and you didn't let 2020 stop you. Good luck out there and stay in touch.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
Yep, congratulations. Get a job.
Congratulations, class of 2020, and thank you for all your hard work and perseverance.
Congratulations, class of 2020. You have showed yourself how much you can accomplish even at difficult times. I look forward to hearing from you and your adventures in the future. Stay in touch.
Congratulations, class of 2020.
You did it!
One of the great traditions of our department's commencement ceremony is the slideshow, which really captures the strength of the Earth and Planetary Sciences department community and the deep friendships and strong sense of camaraderie that students have built. So please enjoy this montage of the 2020 graduates as they work hard and have fun in the lab, field, and elsewhere.
And now for the closing remarks. Today's commencement, in many ways, is historic. As a member of the class of 2020, you are graduating in a time of global and national crises, an ongoing pandemic, one which has led to thousands of deaths and shuttered the global economy, and then more recently, the unacceptable incident in Minneapolis, which once again calls into question our efforts to address the racism and inequality that continues to plague this great nation. As you head out into the world, you face challenges that few before have. If you're feeling overwhelmed or discouraged, you are not alone. However, as I stated earlier, we take great pride in educating you, helping you grow intellectually and personally, and sending you off into the unknown. We are confident that we gave you the type of knowledge and problem-solving skills that will allow you to take on and help address the problems of the world as it is today, to help build a better future. Some of you will pursue advanced degrees, possibly continue in academia, while many will find opportunities in government, business, and industry, engaged in a wide range of activities, from resource exploration to environmental engineering. So as you move on, do so with confidence and conviction. You've all worked hard to get to this point. You can succeed. You must succeed. And please don't forget us. We certainly won't forget you. Congratulations to each of you for this accomplishment. You've worked hard to earn a degree in Earth and Planetary Sciences. And congratulations to the family and friends without whose support this accomplishment would not have been possible. Now, we also invite you to faculty Zoom hours. Again, this replaces the reception we would normally host in the atrium. So we hope to see you shortly.